Around here, we don't do the right thing because we have to.
Dad!
We do the right thing because we want to.
Thank you so much.
Arbella, here for New England, here for good.
Prep work in your mindset as you get ready for the Dolphins?
Yeah, I think biggest thing for me is 24-hour rule, win or lose. Just enjoy the win if you win, and then learn from the loss if you lose. So, just trying to get better at those things, apply those things this week in practice, and then move on to a really good team. Honestly, just as good of a defense. They're really good up front. They got everybody, back pretty much, and it's always been a big challenge going against these guys. They're definitely one of the top defenses, in my opinion.
Mac, when you look at the division overall, what do you see?
Honestly, I'm not really focused on that right now. Just trying to get ready this week and get ready for the Dolphins and a division game. So that's what you have to focus on, is the division game in front of you. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
How important is it to you that your teammates see you as a tough player?
Yeah, I take a lot of pride in that. But just standing in there, taking shots if I have to, just continuing to grow in that matter. Always felt like as a quarterback you have to show that in your own way. Some guys do it differently than others, but you also have to be smart. This is a league full of a lot of really good players, and they're coming to knock your head off. So got to make sure you show that passion and show it in unique ways. For me, it's standing in the pocket and ripping it.
You guys are playing against. I'm just wondering if you had any reaction to seeing Aaron go down. Someone's obviously playing this thing for.
Yeah. Obviously, prayers to him. Great player, Hall of Fame player, and hope he has a good recovery.
Mac, Bill talked today with a lot of respect about Fangio's defenses through the years, and Hunter talked about it as well, having gone against them, the Broncos. Curious, when you watch the Chargers game in particular, the head coach of the Chargers came from the Fangio tree. Does that give you any kind of insights into the way? I know it's a different game, different personnel. This would be a different scheme for them. In terms of how to attack a defense like that.
Yeah, I think Coach Fangio has a lot of respect around the league. He's been around for a long time. Was in Philly last year for a little bit. Obviously Chicago, Denver. So he has a great background. Has called a lot of football plays, and his defense is pretty sound always. The guys know what to do. They're very disciplined. But yeah, I think each week there's going to be some carryover, just like with coaching trees and things like that. But at the end of the day, he's kind of the top dog. He's the originator of all this stuff, and he's done a great job his whole career, and I'm just looking forward to going against him.
Going back to your...
You guys worked on 2-minute drill quite a bit.
Yeah.
How much do things change in those 2-minute situations, and how can you continue to improve in those situations?
Yeah, I think it's just, like you said, working in practice, done really well in practice, and just carrying it over to the game, not putting too much on a certain play, just play each play one play at a time, and really we've already talked about what we can do better, and just going out there and trying to do it is a challenge, but that's the fun part about the game. You get a chance to learn from your mistakes and then go out there, and it's going to come up again. Could be this weekend, could be down the road, so you never know when it's going to come up, but definitely want to improve in that area.
Is there anything specific you guys have talked about? You said you talked about cases. Is there anything specific you guys talked about?
Yeah, I think Coach O'Brien does a great job every week just telling me what I need to get better at, and the communication is very open. So I know what I need to work on. We know what we need to work on together, and from there we're going to come up with a plan so that I play better in that situation. And he's calling great plays, called a great game, last week in a tough situation, and this week hopefully we can get into a rhythm.
Max, I think it was the first day of training camp. Maybe the second you told us trust was the word of the summer.
Yeah.
Just checking in on that specific to Keyshawn and Pop.
Yeah.
How have they developed your trust, and where are they in that area?
Yeah, they've done a great job. Coming in as a rookie, just working really hard in the weight room, in the sprints and everything. So they're definitely dialing on the details, and really it's just trying to make sure we're working together, which we are. They're smart guys, and I want them to just go out there and play fast. And I feel like they both did that. And don't chase the plays, let the plays come to you. That's what I always tell them, and they're doing a good job.
For the Patriots team, I was wondering if you knew anything about him and just how you feel about working with him.
Yeah, I think Ian and I played against each other in college, and he's a great quarterback, and we're excited to have him in our room.
Matt, with all you guys been through, training
camp all the way through and that one game under your belt, how important or where is your sense of urgency for this week? Find a way simply to get a win and move on.
Yeah, I think you get so many opportunities during the year to do that, and this is the next opportunity. So definitely want to have a good week of practice and control the controllables and go out there and on Sunday and feel prepared and let it rip.
Mac, this is the second week in a row you're playing against former teammate, quarterback on the other side. I know
Yeah.
last week you said it's not really about that because you don't actually play against them on the field. But
Yeah.
what does it say about the quarterbacks that have come out of that system lately at Bama?
Yeah, I think like you said, I never try to focus on that part of it, but it's really us against the defense, which Miami has a really good defense. But yeah, I have a lot of respect for the guys that I played with in college and stuff, and they've done a great job in the NFL and learned a lot from each one of them, differently. Some things, from one guy and some things from another. So it's been good to learn.
Mac, I asked you on Sunday about the use of bunch formations to kind of kickstart the offense.
Yeah.
What are some of the challenges you've seen from Big Fangio's defense against those kinds of looks?
I mean, he does a good job of playing his calls, but he definitely has some adjustments depending on players and things like that. So really for us, we have our core plays, and executing better at a more or higher rate, I guess, is what we're focused on. Trying to get more good plays than bad plays from those formations and situations. So really, I like all the formations we have, and just continuing to expand on them is important too. But it's good to move guys around and get guys in different spots for me too.
This style of defense.
Did you get to know Ian Book at all during the draft process? No, sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry
rock,
about
paper,
that.
scissors.
Just curious if you got to know Ian Book at all during the pre-draft process.
Yeah, a little bit. It was different with COVID and stuff like that, but yeah, I thought he was really good in college, and obviously glad to have him here. I feel like quarterback rooms need to work together to help the team win, so hopefully we can do that.
Against Big Fangio defense. Thanks, Stacey. How important is it that you and your pass catchers are on the same page in terms of what you're seeing, especially from the safeties? He sort of has that reputation of playing around with those guys a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. They do a good job of that just based on the early film, and for me it's just playing fast, getting the ball out to the person that's supposed to go to, and letting those guys play free regardless of who we're going against, just trying to distribute the ball. If I'm supposed to hand it off. If I'm throwing quick, throw quick really well, and if there's a shot, take the shot. So it kind of falls into those buckets, but they do a good job with disguise, and a lot of teams will do that against us, and from there you just have to play fast. Cool, thanks.
My shoe.